Hey guys, I've been reading this book this morning. I just picked it up and I've flipped it open to a page and it was so perfect and I've got to share it with you, okay? You can see the title, right? It says, and a young man who would have to leave that night said, I was never sure which direction to take. And he answered, like the sun, life spreads its light in all directions. When we are born, we want everything at once and cannot control the energy we've been given. But if we want to make a fire, we have to focus all the sun's rays on one spot. And the great secret that the divine energy revealed to the world was fire. Not just fire for burning, but the fire that transforms wheat into bread. And there comes a moment when we need to focus that inner fire so that our life will have some meaning. Then we ask the heavens, but what meaning? Some immediately brush this question aside. It's bothersome. It won't let you sleep, and there's no easy answer. They are the ones who later on will live tomorrow as if it were yesterday. And when the unwanted visitor arrives, they will say, my life was too short. I squandered my blessing. Others embrace the question, but since they don't know the answer, they start to read what was written by those who have already faced up to the challenge, and suddenly they find an answer which they judge to be correct. When that happens, they become the slaves of that answer. They draw up laws intended to force others to accept what they believe to be the sole reason for existence. They build temples to justify it and courts for those who reject what they consider to be the absolute truth. Finally, there are those who saw at once that the question was a trap. There is no answer. Instead of wasting time grappling with that trap, they decide to act. They go back to their childhood and look for what filled them with enthusiasm then, and disregarding the advice of their elders, devote their life to it. Because enthusiasm is the sacred fire. Enthusiasm is the sacred fire. They slowly discover that their actions are linked to a mysterious impulse beyond human knowledge, and they bow their heads as a sign of respect for that mystery, and pray that they will not be diverted from a path they do not know, a path which they have chosen to travel because of the flame burning in their hearts. They use their intuition when they can, and resort to discipline when intuition fails them. And they seem quite mad, and sometimes they behave like mad people. But they are not mad. They have discovered true love and will, and those two things reveal the goal and the direction that they should follow. Their will is crystalline, their love is pure, and their steps determined. In moments of doubt or sadness, they never forget, I am an instrument. Allow me to be an instrument capable of manifesting your will. They have chosen their road, and they may understand that their goal is only when they find themselves before the unwanted visitor. They only know what their goal is once they reach death. That is the beauty of the person who continues onward with the enthusiasm and respect for the mystery of life as his only guide. His road is beautiful and his burden light. The goal can be large or small. It can be far away or right next door. He goes in search of it with respect and honor. He knows what each step means and how much it costs in effort, training, and intuition. He focuses not just on the goal to be reached, but on everything happening around him. He often has to stop because his strength fails him. At such moment, this is the important part, love appears and says, you think you're heading toward a specific point, but the whole justification for the goal's existence lies in your love for it. Rest a little, but as soon as you can, get up and carry on. Because ever since your goal found out that you were traveling toward it, it has been running to meet you. Is that amazing? Those who ignore the question, those who answer it, and those who understand that the only way to confront it is to take action will all meet the same obstacles and be made happy by the same things. But only the person who accepts God's plan with humility and courage knows that he's on the right road. I just wanted to share that because that line, ever since your goal found out that you were traveling toward it, it's been running to meet you. Touch me at the core. And it's so true. Like, don't give up. Have a little rest if you need it. Just a little tiny rest. And then get back up. Keep going. See you guys.